fractions here. We got equivalent fractions on the menu today. This right here is a circle separated into 4 equal parts, and 3 parts are shaded in. So this would be 3/4. Okay. So now an equivalent fraction just simply means if you were to turn this into a different fraction, so I want to turn this into eighths. How many parts are shaded in? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are equivalent. Okay. And you can probably break this down even more. Well, I know you can. I don't know if I can do it because I'm not really a good drawer, as most of you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's not right. Let's get this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Sweet. Excellent. That's exactly what I was looking for. And how many parts are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are all equivalent fractions. They are the same. So in a previous video, I mentioned that you can multiply the bases, the numerators and the denominators by the same number. So 4 times 2 will give you 8. And 3 times 2 will give you 6. Here you can also multiply it by 2 and so on, and gives you 12 over 16. Now 3/4 you can also multiply by 3, which we didn't do here, which is 9/12. Okay, and if you have to go the other way, dividing, which in the last video I did mention, this is a little tricky. You are going to encounter some difficulties if you don't know your multiplication facts, but let's just try it out anyways. Say 20 over 30. Both of these numbers, I know your instinct would be, oh, let's just divide them by 2, which you can do, but because they end in 0, if we divide them by 10, it reduces down to 2/3. Now, how do I know that 20 over 30 is equivalent to 2/3? How do I know I didn't make a little mistake? Well, this is where your friend the calculator comes into play. The trick is to take the numerator divided by the denominator. So I'm going to record the answers right underneath here. So 20 divided by 30 gives you 0.66. Repeat. Let's bring down the brightness a bit here. Okay. And 2 divided by 3 gives you the same answers. Okay, so now I've used the calculator just to double check my answers. Now let's try it for this here. Now we know that this is right, but let's see. Let's just confirm it. 6 divided by 8 equals 0.75. 12 divided by 16 equals 0.75. 3 divided by 4, that's also 0.75. 9 divided by 12, 0.75. So this calculator has helped us with those equivalent fractions. The next thing I want to look at is, what do you do when you have fractions that look like this? 11 over 5. So we need to find out which fraction, if these fractions are equivalent. The denominators are different. We have a problem. So we need to find a way to make these denominators the same. I usually tell students, just multiply these numbers by each other. So because this is 9 over 4 and you're comparing it to 11 over 5, I multiply this by 5 and this by 4. So this now gives you 9 times 5, 45 over 20. And this is 44 over 20. So you can already tell that these two are not equivalent and that this is actually a greater fraction. But this is also where you can use the calculator again to help you. 9 divided by 4, this equals 2.25. 11 divided by 5, this is 2.2. And if there's no number beside it, it's a 0. So now we know that 25 is a bigger number than 20. So this is one way you can see if your fractions are equivalent or not. use the calculator to help you. You can use some multiplication and use some division. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.